Well, hi there folks, it's Matt Hayson here looking at this week's property market, and I hope everybody had a wonderful long weekend. Now last week we turned the spotlight on the RBA and their misleading commentary coming from that department, in particular Governor Philip Lowe. Now during the week we also saw that a lot of national media outlets joined into this conversation, sharing a very similar view to us. As a result, we are seeing mounting pressure on an internal review on the performance of the RBA and in particular Governor Philip Lowe. As we know, any commentary or statements that are made by the RBA, they carry a lot of weight in the markets. Now, a lot of Australians bought into the narrative that the cash rate won't be increased until 2024. Now we know the cash rate is likely to increase 20x through the course of this year, placing a lot of pressure on Australian households. We also know the markets are factoring in a 50-point increase to the cash rate next month, and Governor Philip Lowe says the cash rate is going to stabilise at around 2.5% as inflation peaks at 7% at the end of this year. Now, financial markets, though, they're factoring in a cash rate sitting at around 4% at the beginning of this year, if not higher, and that is a long way off a cash rate or no cash rate increase until 2024. Now let's turn our attention to the auction market. It was a long weekend, but there were still 691 properties that went under the hammer across the Sydney market. Now the Saturday auction clearance rate, that came through at 37%. Now the overall clearance rate for the week, that wasn't much better. That was sitting at 39.8%. This is the weakest auction clearance rate Sydney has recorded since Jan 30, when there were just 368 properties that went under the hammer. Now, no doubt, we are still seeing some downward pressure on property prices. In fact, CBA are now forecasting that property values in Sydney will decline 11% through the course of this year. A caveat though, CBA's forecasting has been highly inaccurate over the last 12 to 18 months, so we'll see if that unfolds. That said, there is no question we are going through a transitionary and very volatile period for the economy, but it may be short-lived. Many people are suggesting now there will be monetary and regulatory relief midway through next year. Now that may come in the form of the cash rate being reduced again, or even the serviceability rate for home loans being reduced from 3% to 2.5% or 2%. So bear that in mind when you're looking to make your buying and selling decisions. So folks, that's what's unfolding through the property market this week. We've got some great properties open for inspections. They're representing excellent value, and our entire team looks forward to seeing you out and about. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next week.